Ladies and gentlemen, estimated guests and volunteers, a warm welcome to one and all gather here. We are together to celebrate World NGO Day with a theme empowering grassroots movements for the sustainable future. 27th February. Every year marks the celebration of the contribution made by the NGOs and civil society organized across the world towards a more sustainable future. Officially proposed and recognized in 2010, World NGO Day was declared in 2012 and the first observed in 2014 by the UN and EU, Nordic Council leaders, and international organizations. This year, the theme emphasized the importance of a grassroots organization in deriving meaningful, long-lasting change. It reminds us that the true transformation often starts from the ground up with the individual and communities coming together to create a sustainable and inclusive future. Today, we privileged to have our two distinguished leaders with us who embody the very spirit through their work and dedication. Next up, we have a pleasure of hearing from Priyanka, our guest of honor. Priyanka, the visual stage is yours.
Oh, thank you, Darshan. Hello, everyone. I'd like to introduce our first guest of honor, Karti Vidya. The founder of Team Everest is a pioneer in the field of volunteerism and education. In 2006, Karti started Team Everest with a simple yet powerful vision to make every Indian a volunteer and ensure that children from all backgrounds have access to quality education. What began with a donation from Karti's first salary has now grown into an NGO that reaches over 40,000 children each year through scholarships, school adoption programs, and digital literacy initiatives. Through Team Everest, Karti has empowered thousands of volunteers to contribute their time and skills, creating a ripple effect of positive change. His commitment to grassroots development and social justice is a shining example of how empowering local communities can create lasting, sustainable impact. Our next, it is an honor to welcome Dr. S. Raghavendra Prasad, the founder and managing trustee of Sahabalve. Dr. Raghavendra's journey is deeply rooted into grassroots value, having transitioned from a successful corporate career to founding Sahabalve, an NGO that focuses on providing free education and value-based training to underprivileged children in rural Karnataka. He is worked through the Gurukula in Doddadavalavat village and the Jnana Yagna program, which provides holistic education, exemplifies the power of local initiatives in shaping the future. By blending academic learning with the spiritual values and promoting the benefits of yoga and meditation, Dr. Raghavendra's work has empowered communities to create a sustainable and healthier future for themselves. His contribution to grassroots educations are testament to the positive change that can arise when communities are supported and empowered. Please join me in welcoming Kati Vidya and Dr. S. Raghavendra Prasad as they share their inspiring journeys and the impactful work they are doing to empower grassroots movements for a sustainable future. Thank you, Darshan. Over to you.
Thank you, Priyanka, for the wonderful guest of honor. Without further ado, let's begin with our celebration. Karti Vidya will share their expertise, followed by the Dr. Raghavendra Prasad. So, Karti sir, you can start now. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Darshini, and hi all. So first of all, big thanks to the One NGO team who has invited me as a guest for this. So happy World NGO Day to all the non-profits over here. I could see quite a few organizations here, though I don't know their backgrounds. Thanks for this platform, first of all, team. So very quick intro about me and what our organization Team Everest does. So I am Karti Vidya. I'm the founder and CEO of this organization. So this organization was started in 2006, officially registered in 2009 as a trust. It's been 18 years since I was running this journey. So the inspiration for me to start this nonprofit came during my school days. I used to study in a village till my 10th grade, where I used to meet a lot of financially poor children. A lot of my friends could not even afford to buy a long size notebook, a pen or a pencil, so very hard for them. So till my 10th grade, I was seeing extremely poor children in my life. I was studying in a government aided school. And I scored some good marks, and then I scored, in fact, school first during my 10th standard. So typically, like any other Indian parents, my parents also got some loan and put me in one of the top 10 private schools in Chennai. So they want to give their child a good exposure to education, good opportunity in life. So they got some loan. They put me in one of the top 10 private schools in the city. So after joining the school, I found two differences. A lot of children whom I met in the school was extremely rich. So till 10th, I'm seeing very poor children. Suddenly 11th and 12th, I'm seeing extremely rich children. And but the biggest difference I saw after joining the school in Chennai is the difference in the quality of education. The kind of education I got in Chennai, because it's one of the top 10 private schools in the city. So the kind of education I got in the school is like 100, 200 times better than what I used to get in a village. On one hand, I was very happy that I'm getting access to an education like this. But on another hand, I was not extremely happy because all my friends whom I had till my 10th grade never had an opportunity for something like this. That's when, as a 12th standard kid, I understood what's happening in our country. Like you have money, you get one kind of education. You don't have money, you get a different kind of education altogether. I felt that is not fair. I thought every child, irrespective of what kind of background the child comes from, deserves equal access, equal quality of education. And I thought I should do something about this. So 11th and 12th, I was in an hostel. I couldn't do much. I completed my schooling. I joined engineering in Salem, Tamil Nadu. So 2002 to 2006, I was doing my engineering days. I used to volunteer locally. Monday to Friday is my college day. Saturday, Sunday is a holiday. Like any other kid, I used to go play cricket, watch movie. I do everything. But apart from that, there's always this curiosity to do something back to the society. So I was volunteering locally during my school days, and during my college days. And 2006 final year, I had campus interview coming in, and I was got placed in my first interview. So IT company Cognizant was there. We call it as CTS, right? I got the offer 1 year before I completed my engineering. Then I completed my engineering. I joined IT 2006. 8 years I worked at Cognizant. 2008 I quit my job and doing this full time for the past 10 years. So within Cognizant, I used to work. I worked there for exactly for 100 months, 15 months as a Java developer. And looking at my social work, like when Cognizant started their employee volunteering program, I moved into employee volunteering. So myself and my manager were the first full-time people for employee volunteering at Cognizant, where we enable thousands of people to volunteer as a part of my professional journey. And spending rest of my 85 months as a CSR person within Cognizant. 2014, I quit. I came outside. So till 2014, uh, if you ask me how ever started is, so when I got placed at Cognizant, so first month salary, I decided to give part of the salary to educate children in my village actually. A village near to my native. My native is Arani at Tamil Nadu, Tirunelveli district. I decided to help children there. So I rolled out a mail to, some of my friends whom I met at Cognizant, asked them, guys, I'm planning to help children in villages. Would you like to contribute? Three people came forward, including me, four people. We collected 4,000 rupees. Went to a small village in Tirunelveli district in Tamil Nadu, identified children who were child laborers, who didn't have enough money to buy notebooks or pens or pencil, like very people like my friends whom I met during my school days. We identified them and we gave them uniform, notebooks, stationaries, dictionaries. That's how that journey started. So end of first year of Team Everest, we had around 1,200 people volunteering with us. And, 2014, when I quit the company, we had 9,500 volunteers all across India, all across the globe. So I thought, and I saw, being part of Cognizant also in my professional life, I made thousands of people to volunteer, all were Cognizant employees at that time. I thought in a single company, I can make so many people to volunteer. Why can't I quit the job, come outside and inspire more people to volunteer? So after till 2014, we didn't add any employees at all. So, but we had around 9,500 volunteers. After quitting, we started building a small team. Our office is at Chennai, core office at Chennai. So we started from Chennai. We slowly started building our team. So today it's been 10 years. We had a community of 1,20,000 volunteers who comes from 2,000 different places across India and 30 different countries, but all wanting to give back to the society. So our vision itself is to inspire everyone to volunteer. So our philosophy is mostly focused towards the givers because I strongly believe there are more givers in the society. You could create like more giving will happen in the world. So and we always strongly believe every individual had a potential to give back to the society. How do you tap that potential and channelize it for the welfare of the society? So the vision of the organization itself is to inspire everyone to volunteer. How do you make volunteering as a habit and lifestyle among people? And I always used to, like ask this question. As a family, we go to a movie. As a family, we go to say a shopping. As a family, we go to a restaurant. But as a family, why are we not going and volunteering? So how do you make volunteering as a lifestyle and habit among people? Like casually we go to a restaurant, casually go to a shopping. Can we casually go and volunteer also? I believe we as a developing country, we have that potential because you have both the people in need here and people who can fix that gap also. So if you could create that culture of habit and volunteering among the people, you could enable more and more people to make volunteering a part of their life. So today people say that I'm busy, I don't volunteer. So instead of like volunteering when you have time, I believe, we all should find time to volunteer and make it one of the maybe a top 10 priority in our life. That's what we do. So we predominantly promote volunteering by making volunteering easy and accessible to people. Every month we create volunteering opportunities. We identify the needs which can be solved with the help of volunteers, and we open this opportunity to our volunteering community, and interested people opt in and they fix it. So we started with education, added environment. Today we work on most of the SDGs actually, but we work mostly on causes which can be solved with the help of volunteers, because our focus is not just only on solving a problem, but also to, I think for us the primary problem is there are to create more givers in the society. Right now, like people take volunteering lightly, but can you make it as a very exciting thing for people to take it up and solve a real problem in the society? So that's it from my side. I will stop here. Typically, like I love taking up questions. I know one NGO works with a lot of grassroots NGOs. So we were a grassroots NGO, started very small, 2006. August is when we started. When we started, it's just one person. I started as it started as a one person army. And over the period of time, like it's been 18 years to grow and reach a level like where we are right now. So I know a lot of nonprofits here could have started very small and grown over a period of time, or you are right now a 1 or 2% team also. I will take up questions here and happy to share some of my expertise here.
Anybody has any question?
It's a Pravat Kumar unmuting.
Okay. So hi Kartik, this is Jashoshi from One NGO.
Yeah.
So I have a question. It is of course regarding to your area of work, volunteering. So how do you find the enthusiasm in people? So enthusiasm in the day is that do they have the consistency in doing this volunteering work on for a consistent period, or they lose the enthusiasm after a few days?
Okay. See, what happens is volunteering. See, India as a country, volunteering is growing in our country. So if you ask me, being in the sector for 18 years,
Right.
what I saw in 2006, what I'm seeing now, it has tremendously increased actually. So that is why today schools, colleges, corporates, all these people wants to volunteer, right? But we are still many years ahead. I won't say this is the number one priority. That's what we are trying to fix right now.
Right.
But there are enough people who wants to do. So today there are different age groups. For example, colleges makes this mandatory for people to experience volunteering basically, so that interested people might get converted into lifelong volunteers. I see a lot of people, see, there are people come for volunteering for different reasons, right? See, when I started in 2006, like in a place like Chennai, where, like a lot of people are migrant people, right? So they come from a different place, stay here, take a room, and they typically stay. And many of them were bachelors. They don't have enough things to do. So, I have an opportunity, let me go and try it out. So people come as
Right.
an exploration. Then
Right.
they fall in love with volunteering, and then they continue to be a lifelong volunteer. So your repeat volunteers would be less, but there are also a lot of problems can solve even people wanted for 2 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours. So your repeat volunteer is definitely less. But people start by volunteering 2 hours and then they become a 20 hours volunteer or a 200 hours volunteer. So obviously the 20 hours or 200 volunteers is less right now. But what happens is you will see different patterns of volunteers. For example, there is volunteers who will only donate only for Diwali. Those kind of people is also there. There will also be a
Right.
volunteer who will, I will become a monthly donate 100 rupees every month because I have a constraint, because I have a young kid at home or a sick mother-in-law at home. I can't do. So you also needs to see from a person's point of view. For example, I have seen people, like say there's one volunteer who lost her daughter and today wants to come educate girl children, sponsors for girl children like it. So there are different reasons why people choose to volunteer. Okay.
Right.
So, or for example, I see sometimes people, they would be actively volunteering until 27, 28. Then suddenly their volunteering will dip because I moved to on-site or I have got married, had children, or there's a midlife crisis happening. Suddenly after 40, 42, for example, they would have lost their parent and they would see, oh, my mother used to say this, I want to do this on their behalf. There are different reasons why a person volunteers. So every volunteer will have a volunteering journey also. We also need to respect that, but even the way we take a perspective is that even a person is ready to give in 1 hour, we
Right.
as a non-for-profit can make best use of that 1 hour and solve a problem in the society. That is the take we take it up. So either it's 1 hour or 100 hours, how do you solve a problem? And,
Okay.
and from a volunteer perspective, they will feel like some person will volunteer because the cause is very interesting. Some people like, oh, today I'm free. Okay,
I'll
it's
do
going
today.
to a movie. Why can't I go and volunteer? So,
Volunteer.
see, if you look at the equivalent analogy, I could typically give us, for example, if you look at a shop, a tea shop at a highway, right? Example, there may not get many repeat volunteers. I mean, repeat customers, right? Because I will travel that place
Highway.
once and I will have a tea there only once. But
Correct.
enough vehicle travel, repeat customers. But
Right.
probably the tea shop in a city,
Right.
probably the shops near them would be your repeat customers. So there are different audience over there, and we need to also build program or we need to attract right amount of volunteers for our cause. Not every volunteer is suited. See, for example, there is one senior citizen who's a retired lecturer, and she almost volunteers for every program for Team Everest for the past 1.5, 2 years right now. Because she feels, like she lost her husband during COVID and she was supposed to, transfer from one city to another city. She lost her husband in COVID. And after retirement, she only came to the new city and she wants to kill the time. So her best way is to volunteer, do this. So there are different people on the society whom we should tackle and
Yeah.
their resources for the betterment of the society.
Okay, so Karthik, what is your modus operandi? Like, how do you so so you get people for volunteering. So first is like I see that you have benefited 40,000 children. So how do you work? So do you work through NGOs? The reason why I'm asking is, can our NGOs from this platform or those who are present here, can they take advantage of your program?
So I will tell you something, how we could support these causes. See, we ourselves directly have access to benefit. We work with a lot of, say, schools, orphanages, different institutions, basically. When
Okay.
it comes to NGO, because we are predominantly a volunteering program, for example, we do a mentoring program. If there are non-profits who work with college students, for example, we can offer free mentoring program to those children, their beneficiaries, basically. Number two is something, for example, we create a lot of, say, we run volunteering program, we create an educational aids or say, tactile cards for visually challenged. Now you work with visually challenged, and I can provide braille cards for you free of cost. or you work with children, you need educational aids, I can take up that requirement, get it done with the help of volunteers at zero cost, and give it back to you. So
Okay.
this is how we support a lot of NGOs meeting up their requirements.
Okay. So can they write to you, Karthik? Can they write to you, or how they can contact you? Can they write?
Absolutely. See, the best way is I will share my LinkedIn actually, so they
Yeah,
can connect with me on LinkedIn.
right.
And they have a particular say, okay, this is where I need help or something, and we are able to fulfill it. We are happy to support them.
Okay, okay, okay. Sounds excellent, Karthik, because I also wanted to see how our team can take the benefits of your program. So
Yeah,
thank you
absolutely.
so much.
I just
Thank you
shared
so
my
much.
link on the chat. Yeah,
Okay,
any one or two questions else, I could take it up.
okay. Thank you so much. Over to you, Darshini. That's all from my side.
Any,
Anyone wants to have any
Yeah.
questions?
Hello, Karthi sir. I'm Deepa from One NGO.
hi, Deepa.
So for people who are interested to volunteer in a general way,
Hmm.
so how do you mobilize them in the general sense that if people want to contribute, how do you spread that information? Do you send out pamphlets or by word of mouth, or you
Got
put
it.
it on your website that you
Uh,
need
Got it.
volunteers?
See, we do a omni-channel strategy basically because
So
people
what is omni-channel? Can you please
omni-channel is
elaborate?
via multi-channels basically. You can't just focus on one way of it. For
Okay.
example, most of us is we are not reaching out to volunteers in many cases because today we are a little matured. A lot of people reach out to us basically. One of our primary thing is our website where every day at least 20, 30 people are signing up, bare minimum I'm talking about. There are even days that are
Okay.
50, 100 people signing up on our websites, but every day 15, 20, 30 people are finding out by ourselves. So how do they find out? Via Google, they are finding out via social media. So we have a very active social media presence. See, today you want to target young people, Instagram, a lot of people figure it out. Then they come and sign up. Then once they sign up, what happens is we have a WhatsApp community. So there are some 10, 15,000, 20,000 people in our WhatsApp communities right now. Then we have email communication going to all our 1,20,000 people. So we communicate on WhatsApp, social media, website, emails regularly. Every month, one or two emails is sent to them. Apart from that, we have corporate partners basically who also promote, say they want volunteering opportunities. Say there will be a corporate who would say, I want to engage 500 people from my company. Where is the opportunity? Then we might have an opportunity. They come and participate in our program. That is how we create it. So it's not just one channel, it's a combination of channels which
Okay.
pull in volunteers. And most of the volunteering right now happens via word of mouth. But initially, what I would recommend, if I am say just 3 years old, 4 years old, what I would typically do is take one of it. Don't go to an online model like social media because that doesn't work. Right now, you need to do paid ads actually. We never paid ads at Team Everest. Earlier, social media was very, very good because it showed to many people, a lot of people signed up via that way. Nowadays, what I would ideally recommend is partner with a corporate or go to a college. Say there would be NSS basically, pitch to them, build a partnership. That
It's
is
like
how.
more on a personal level that you're talking
Yes. So
about.
initial,
Okay.
so we did all this work at the beginning of the year. Today we are not going and outreaching anything. In most
Mm.
cases, we already had built a huge community of volunteers. So people are coming and signing up for most of our cases. Whenever we don't have volunteers, then we have our corporate partners. Either we write an email, or if there is a corporate who reached out to us asking that we need an opportunity for it, then we tell them, okay, this is the opportunity we have for this one. If you want to participate, do it there. That is how it happens. But at a very young age, you need to have, don't see one of the big mistake many NGOs does is, see, they will have very thin resources when you are very small, right? They will
Right.
diversify their efforts. Then you can't get better at any of those channels, basically. Instead, what you should do is pick one good channel and say, when I say channel, for example, pick, okay, I will go to college and
Mm.
get for permissions and recruit volunteers. So what is your volunteer recruitment strategy? Take one strategy, put all your efforts there and focus. If it is not working, take it off, go to the next strategy. But what they do
Right.
is they try 5 strategy parallelly, and they will not have enough resource to do it. So you will be doing a mediocre job in all the 5 strategies. So
Right.
initial days, like put all your eggs in the same basket. That model works so that
Got it.
you try everything, it's not working, then move from A to B. Don't take A, B, C, D, E and try at the same time. That's one of the biggest lesson we had when we were very small.
Wow. Thank you so much, sir. Glad that you're getting so many volunteers. So I wish you all the best. I think there are many more volunteers in the pipeline, more than like programs. Volunteers want to wait
Absolutely.
for next opportunities.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
nowadays we have changed saw the shift in volunteer behaviors also. Your working professional is to sign up more. Today, college students are signing up more on our platform right now, across India, basically.
Okay.
Reason being, I think volunteering is taking, like a serious thing within the college. They have credit system for it. A lot of students who wants to travel to, like on-site for higher education,
Okay.
they need credits. They are signing up. So these are children from privileged background who wants to give back. And we also have a lot of NRIs basically. So people, like who are outside India, but wanting to
Okay.
give back to the motherland, they volunteer from other countries here. So we
Oh,
have
good.
school
Really good.
students, college students who are outside India volunteering to teach children within India also.
Right. That's really, really good to hear, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, sir.
thank
This
you
is
for the opportunity.
Darshini. I have one question, sir.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, from one NGO. So, how to enroll for volunteering in your organization, sir? And I have another question. Whether I'm enrolling the volunteer, you will give any certificates or anything?
Got it. Yeah,
Yeah.
1 minute. So I'll just put my website link also in the chat. The link. See, www.teamers.ngo is our website link. If you go there, you could see there's a volunteer button on the top. People can click there, sign up as a volunteer. That's how they could become volunteers. You will see a events page on the tab. Click on it. You will see what are the events for this month. And people can directly opt in for any of the event. That's the first thing. Second thing, for all our volunteering programs, we give a e-certificate also. So, I mean, in one way, we were a little lucky because I came from a tech background also. So we use a lot of tech within our organization. So a lot of these things are automated. So people, when they sign up, they will get an automatic email, automatic WhatsApp messages, and databases structured properly. Timely reminders are sent to them. And after the program gets over, they get an e-certificate. So all these things has been automated from the back end. So if some of the people, NGOs here are tech, please invest on tech. So if you ask me, right, the first person. So when I quit Cognizant in 2014, I came in. I want to hire my first employee. So the first employee I hired, typically, I mean, they don't know anything about fundraising, but we hired them primarily to handle fundraising because your funds is like the oxygen for your organization. You don't have funds, you can't exist at a long run, right? So first we try to fix the funding problem basically. So we hired the person, we invest a lot of time on fundraising. And once you got your fundraising funds slowly set up, it needs to be a sustainable model. Then you diversify for fundraising. So, for example, we get funds from corporates, from individuals. So, these are our primary funding sources. The second person we started hiring, basically, the second person who, I mean, we heavily invested is on the tech piece of it. So, my fundraising on the tech, because I already had teachers, executing the program, I had teachers or volunteers who could do this. So today, none of my employees are involved in teaching or something, apart from rural areas where teaching is done by my paid staff. Every other teaching program or everything else is done by my volunteers. And we have a core team sitting at 12 cities who manage volunteers across the country, across the globe, basically. So tech plays a very, very crucial role. If you use tech in the right way, with a very small team. See, we are a team of 70 full-time people, but able to manage 1.2 lakh volunteers. This is because you have a very strong tech at the back end. So that would be my answer. So please leverage tech actually.
Right. That's a good point, sir. Wow. Thank you.
And I would say, like when I was, meeting the one NGO team. So I think Kochi, in one of the conferences, Kochi is where I actually met the team, right? So I know you guys build the websites, right? Social media, because these are very foundational thing that is required for an NGO to scale. So there are many nonprofits still who don't take use of it, but these are the small pieces to it. It will not reward you success immediately, but on a longer run, these are very precious, I would say, pieces in your, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. These are the crucial pieces there, and you build over and above that.
Thank you so much, Karthik. So, Darshini, I think we need to now move to our second speaker. So, we will take more questions for Karthik and Raghavendra sir as we proceed.
Thank you. Thank you so much, team. Sorry. Any questions? Yeah, reach out to me. I need to leave right now. But happy and thanks for this opportunity.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much,
for
Karthik.
the-
Thank you so much,
For
sir.
accepting. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you for the inspiring and insightful talk. Your journey and the work of the team Everest are the true testament to the power of grassroots movement and incredible impact of volunteerism on creating a sustainable future. Now we are continue our exploration of empowering grassroots initiative. It is a pleasure to introduce our next speaker, a leader who has dedicated his life to nurturing and upliftment of communities through education and holistic well-being. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Raghavendra Prasad. The stage is yours, sir. Sir?
You have to allow me to, yeah, video is also.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, audible and visible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, sir, you are visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. First of all, my sincere thanks to one NGO for giving me this opportunity to share my thoughts about how we have taken up this particular Sahabarvi. So before that, I just give a brief background about myself. Basically, I'm a master's in engineering from BITS Pilani, and I worked in Bosch for nearly 25 years. And I was a general manager in the Bosch. And at the age of 50, I was thinking something different I have to do. So then one of the most motivating aspects was the place where I was practicing meditation, Sri Ramchandra Mission, the Heartfulness. So where they were focusing a lot towards the education, especially for the downtrodden, though it is a spiritual organization. So that's really motivated me that why I should take up this from my master's practices and do something for the rural education. So in 2015, I started this organization like any other organization by giving some books, where other stuff to the students. But it was not sufficient for me. I was thinking that we should do something more, and I got a few more people, and we wanted to add value to the activity what we are doing. For that, we thought the educating downtrodden is or underprivileged or government school students will be a very good start. And my first venture was a very different one because normally I'm from Bangalore. People will start in Bangalore. I moved to Bidar because I had some contacts there. Why Bidar? In 2016, Bidar was the last in the 10th standard results. So I took it as a kind of a challenge. And also, I wanted to make sure that we use the local knowledge and the local resources when we do the Bidar project. And at the same time, we wanted to make it a better place for education. How to make a better place for education? I mean, basically, when we thought about making it a better place for education, we thought only academics may not be suffice. We just brought in a very different concept of value-based education and skill-oriented education for 9th to 10th standard going students. And we first started a summer camp in 2016. And when we culminated all these three, academics, value-based, and little skill-based, giving more prominence to the value. The basic aspect is why we brought value-based education is that the society is evolving. In order to have an evolution in the society, I think one of the most important thing today, at this point of time, is you need to have values. And the value stream or the value mapping has to really have a greater potential, especially for the tender age. And this is where we had to catch early and make them really understand our Indian values, culture, and tradition, in addition to strengthening the roots through academics. And the very first year, either we didn't have much students because we had started with about 25. Soon, we started having nearly about 700, 800 people. Then the kind of studies they had was more like residential. We were even feeding them, giving them place, especially for the summer camp. It was basically an 8 weeks program. And in 2016, when we started, it gave some results. But 17 onwards, the results turned out to be a very different thing. The confidence in the people, confidence in the students, the enthusiasm in the students, and also the teachers. I mean, we use the local communities and the local teachers, and we really give them certain amount of training from our educationalists, and they really took a lot of aspects from this, and that was went into the students, and later on students themselves started becoming proactively involved in this educational system. The Bidar was very successful in 2023. I think we moved from Bidar to Madhugiri, having our own building in Dodadalavatta village, where it is a border between Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. There are lots and lots of government schools. Government schools where they don't have teachers. I think they have hardly 1 or 2 teachers for 6, 7 subjects. And this is the kind of an environment we have. And we have taken up now a larger amount of student space there. These are all the programs what we do in depth. And especially the one what we started in Madhugiri, we have nearly 5 days in a week. We contribute to the students. All are government school going students. How do we do this? The students come from the government school by around 4:30 till 7 o'clock. We teach them from Monday to Thursday. Saturday and Sunday is purely value-based education, skill-based education. Like maybe it is karate, skill-based, and maybe it is yoga, it is meditation, it is artwork, it is music, and it is our own Indian heritage of Samskrita, Mahabharata, and a little bit of Bhagavatam, and Bhagavad Gita is one of the main aspects, where here also we have empowered the local people who have really having that kind of an ability and influence. And more or less, we have a lot of youngsters who are coming to teach these students. It's a very good thing because they would have completed their degree, they would not have found the job, but they have certain amount of skills and they have certain amount of value-based streams, and they come and teach. And for their livelihood also, we can give them something so that till they settle, they can sustain themselves with whatever they teach here, and also take some monthly compensations. So this is how we have been doing in Madhugiri. It's been very successful now, like Bidar. And this is what we do in depth. In general, we take up government schools also. We have gone to various government schools across Karnataka, in Kalaburgi, Mysore, Tumkur, and these are the places where we have reached more than 20 to 30 schools, and we cover about 3,000 students. And this is once in a week or once in a 10 days, what BO gives us the slot. So like this, going to schools also, we are covering the spread and having like Bidar, and now in Madhugiri, what we have Gurukul, we go very deep into the systems, and also we help them to support by understanding better. We conduct certain amount of workshops, continuous improvement processes for our teachers, And it is also a responsibility of our management. We also do continuous improvement process for our management, teachers, so that the last mile connectivity to the students happening very well. Ultimately, the students should have these values so that tomorrow the society will be a very evolved society. And for that, we use a lot of local communities and we use a lot of people who have not got the job still and they want some kind of remuneration. And we try to provide as much as possible based on our capacity. And this is how we have been doing in terms of going to government school, at the same time having two Gurukuls, one in Bidar and one in Madhugiri. And Madhugiri is now more sophisticated and it is equipped to do a lot of research activities. And very soon, we want to engage more of continuous improvement process, workshops, and we want to do some Japanese technique like Gemba. Gemba is that where there is a real action, you should be doing the real activities. I think these are some of the things which will make them understand in their own language. We use local language to describe and discuss with the local authorities, local teachers, local government officials, and with all these things, I think now what is happening is the local communities are coming and supporting us more and more, and they are understanding the aspect of value-based education, which is making them really do well. And the last but not the least is that to make a sustainable development, what our understanding and examples is that we should harness the local resources and we should also make them have a little bit of entrepreneurial potential. For example, if certain people have their capacity in teaching certain amount of subjects, like for example, abacus. Abacus, you find it very difficult to see in rural, and we train certain amount of people to learn abacus, and they can have their own abacus teaching at home. There's absolutely no problem. So like that, today 2 or 3 people have started teaching abacus at home, and it is also helping them to earn some money. At the same time, a new topic is being introduced in the rural village. And this is really strengthening the social bond. And also, they are also becoming a part of our team so that they will continuously upgrade their skills. And wherever possible, we try to help them. At the same time, they also, in turn, collaborate with us, interact with us for our students also, and help us to teach these types of special subjects. So this is how some of the best practices we're trying to make in Sahabadvi. And our focus is to end with, we should always strive on the scientific tools and methods, do research as much as possible, and let the continuous improvement process continues and that never stops. With this, I thank you for the entire One NGO team for giving me this opportunity to speak. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Rahavinder, sir, for the insightful and momentous speech, for your dedication and providing value-based education and promoting hostelic well-being is a truly inspiring. It serves as a powerful example of how grassroots movements can create lasting change. As we reflect on the inspiring journey of both of Karthi and Dr. Rahavinder, we are reminded that each step we take, no matter how small, contribute to the larger picture of more sustainable and inclusive future. Last but not least, Deepa will wrap up our event with a vote of thanks. Deepa, the virtual floor is yours.
Deepa, you're on mute.
Sorry about that. Yeah, thank you, Darshini. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the closure of today's enlightening webinar on empowering grassroots movement for a sustainable future, I would like to take a moment to express our sincere gratitude to everyone who has made this event possible.
Teammates.
First and foremost, we owe our deepest thanks to our distinguished speakers, Karthi Vidya and Dr. S. Raghavendra Prasad. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your insights.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, for sharing the valuable insights, experiences, and inspiring journeys with us today. The dedication to grassroots movements and the impact that you people have made in your respective communities is a testament to the power of social change from the ground up. I would also like to extend my gratitude to all our NGO partners and participants. Your support, enthusiasm, and passion for social causes are what makes this community so strong. Each of you play a vital role in empowering these grassroots movements and contributing to the sustainable future that we all envision. A special thanks to Yashaswini and Priyanka for mobilizing our two eminent guests for today, and to all my team members, Jashoshri, Asta, Shailesh, and with a special mention to Darshini, who has organized this webinar. Thank you, Darshini. Thank you all for your time, your energy, your commitment to being a part of this important conversation. And as we conclude, I believe that together we can create a more equitable and sustainable future for all. So thank you so much, and please do keep a watch on our WhatsApp group for more such communications. Thank you. Over to you, Darshini.
Darshini, I guess somebody has asked Raghavendra sir's contact number. So, sir, I guess the person is from Bidar. So, can you please your email ID or contact number?
Yeah, can I tell madam now?
Yes, sir. You tell me. I can put it on the message box.
99.
Yeah.
01.
Yeah.
99.
Okay.
63.
Okay.
26.
Okay. Okay, sir. 9901996326.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Deepa, also one thing, I guess all of you are not aware, sir is not well, but in spite of that, he has made sure that he's joining this session. So, thanks to you so much, sir. And
thank you so much, sir, for
yeah.
making it today, in spite of your inconveniences. Thank you so much.
And I request all the team members and participants, please switch on their camera. We'll take one photograph.
Yeah. Sir, one quick question, sir. So if people want to volunteer to your organization, how can they make it happen?
I'm communicating and using your website also very effectively.
Sure.
So people are contacting and approaching. I also have a small WhatsApp group.
Okay.
And there also I keep informing wherever there is a need. It's more of a need-based volunteers, and definitely people can help us.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
So we'll just take one photograph.
Yeah, sure. 1 second, Tishu.
Yeah.
Everyone, please switch on the video. We can make a quick photograph. And smile is a universal welcome. So make a little smile, everyone.
A moment, please.
Yeah, 1 second.
One more time.
Yeah, thank you so much, all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, 1 second.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Once again, and thank you all the NGOs and the participants who are here. So we can wind up now. We're having another wonderful meeting or a session like this. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
Bye.
joining. Bye.
Bye.